Okay, Unit 5 test review. Here we go. Let's get this started. There were 3 parts that we learned for Unit 5. The first part is about writing parallel or perpendicular. So let's make sure that you can write the equation of a line that contains a given point and is parallel or perpendicular to a given line. So let's start with number 1. Write the equation of a line in point slope form. So if you remember point slope form is y1 minus, made a mistake already. Eraser, y minus y1. So let's start that again. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, so we need to get a line that passes through these points and is perpendicular to this line written in this form. Okay, so number 1 thing that you need to do, and we talked about this, is decide what your slope's going to be. Well, if it's perpendicular, that means it's going to be opposite flipped. So opposite, because I'm positive, flipped. Now I have my slope. Now I can finish writing the equation using these with these points. So y plus 2. Now I did plus 2 because my y is minus 2. And if I do minus a negative 2, that gives me plus 2. Equals, here's my slope, times x minus 2. Okay? So now that's all I need to do. I needed to just put it in point slope form. Now, if I needed it in slope intercept, I would have to do a little bit more, but that's it. I have it in point slope form. So there is my answer. Let's go to the next one. Write the equation of a line in slope intercept. So now this time, let me get my drawing. This time, why is it not drawing? Let's see. Don't know. Hold on. Let me unplug this and plug it back in. Okay, let's see if we can get me drawing again. Okay, there I am. I'm drawing. Sometimes these videos, I have little glitches. Okay, slope intercept form. That's y equals mx plus b. I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. It says that it's parallel. Now, since it's parallel, I'm going to use the exact same slope. So my slope is 1.2. But first I have to go to point slope form. Okay? Point slope form would say y minus, oh, look, it's a 0. That made it easy. Equals 1.2 times x minus 5. Okay. Well, this actually made it a little bit easier for me because I'm already in my y. Y equals, and now all I have to do is distribute. 1.2x minus, now remember, on your Desmos, desmos.com, you have a calculator. And so I actually can tell you right off what 1.2 times negative 5 is. But if you don't know that, go over here and put 1.2 times, and to do your times, here, let me kind of move these so you can see it. You can pull up right here the keyboard and hit times negative 5. And it equals negative 6. That's my answer. 1.2 times negative 5 equals negative 6. So then I can just go negative 6. Now, if this wasn't 0, I would have to take whatever this is and move it over to this other side. But it equals 0, so I'm done. Okay, let's look over at this part. Write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept is going to be my y equals mx plus b that passes through the points -8 and 3 and is perpendicular to the graph below. So the first thing I'm going to need to know is the slope. In order to write the line that's perpendicular, I need to know what this slope is, right? So this slope is, let's make a table, 4, 3, 1, -1. What is my change here? 3 to -1. If you don't remember how to do that, all you have to do is go -1 minus 3, -4. Okay, so this is -4. And 4 to 1, how did I go from 4 to 1? Well, I subtracted 3. So my slope is -4 over -3, which is going to equal 4 over 3. Okay? Now, the line is perpendicular. So that means I have to flip it. So here's our perpendicular. I'm going to flip and do the opposite. So if my slope is positive, I'm going to make it negative, and I'm going to flip. Now, there's 2 ways you can do it at this point. You could put it in this form using those points, or you could actually just graph it. You could go to -8, -8. Oh, that would be harder to do because the graph doesn't keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could try 6, 7, 8. So -8 and then 1, 2, 3. That would put me right here. And then you can just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. My graph isn't perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and use this method. Okay, I could get really close to finding my y-intercept, and now I can just write it. But my graph isn't perfect. So I'm just going to do this method where I write y minus 3, because there's my y, equals, here's my new slope, -3/4 times x minus, well, it'd be plus 8, because it was a -8, so it's going to be plus 8. Okay, so let's distribute first. Y minus 3 equals -3/4 x. If you don't know -3/4 times 8, go right here and say -3/4 and then go times, oops, kind of have to move over first, and then go times, I did it hit times twice, 8. There's my answer, -6. So now I can go right back over here and put -6. Now I need to get the y alone. So I'm going to plus 3, y equals -3/4 x minus 3. So if I kept charting this, my intercept would be right here. I'm just curious what it would look like. If I went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would probably be about right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there's my line. So I could have tried to do it by graphing, but it was just a little bit riskier. So there is my answer. Okay, let's stop this page there.